Welcome everyone. Today I'll be solving question number 55 of the 2021 GATE Biotechnology paper. The question is, a bacterium produces acetic acid from ethanol as per the following reaction. 2CH3CH2OH plus 2O2 gives you 2CH3COOH plus 2H2O. You have to find out the thermodynamic maximum yield of acetic acid from ethanol in gram per gram, rounded off to 2 decimal places. So let's see how to do that. To find out the maximum yield of acetic acid, which we can denote as YP by S max, you have to know the molecular weight of ethanol, which has 2 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms, and 1 oxygen atom. So it has a molecular weight of 46. And the molecular weight of acetic acid, which has 2 carbon atoms, 4 hydrogen atoms, and 2 oxygen molecules. So the molecular weight is 60. You also need to know the degree of reduction. The degree of reduction of any organic compound is the number of equivalent of available electrons per gram carbon atom. So, the degree of reduction of the substrate, which is ethanol, can be found out by multiplying the number of atoms of a particular molecule by its valence and adding each result that you get for each atom and dividing the total by the number of carbon atoms. So in the case of ethanol, you have 2 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms, and 1 oxygen atom. The valence of a carbon is 4, so you multiply 2 into 4. You add that to the valence of hydrogen, which is 1 into 6, and you add that to the valence of the oxygen, which is minus 2 into 1. You divide the total by 2 because there are 2 carbon atoms, and you get a degree of reduction of 6. Similarly, the degree of reduction of acetic acid will be equal to 4 into 2 plus 1 into 4 plus minus 2 into 2. Because there are 2 carbon atoms, 4 hydrogen atoms, and 2 oxygen atoms. We'll divide the entire thing by 2 because there are 2 carbon atoms, and you get a degree of reduction for acetic acid as 4. With this degree of reduction, you can find out the maximum number of moles of acetic acid that can be formed in this reaction, which is thermodynamically possible. So, the maximum number of moles is given by the formula WRS by JRP, where W is the number of moles of the substrate in the balanced equation, and J is the number of moles of the product in the balanced equation. RS is the degree of reduction of the substrate. RP is the degree of reduction of the product. So in the balanced equation, you have 2 moles of ethanol and 2 moles of acetic acid into the degree of reduction of ethanol, which is 6, into the degree of reduction of acetic acid, which is 4. This will give you 1.5 mole. Now, the thermodynamically possible maximum yield is the product of this 1.5 into the division of the molecular weight, that is acetic acid by ethanol, which is 60 by 46. So you get an answer of 1.95 gram per gram. So the answer in this case therefore becomes 1.95 gram per gram. That's it for this question. I hope that was easy for you to understand. Thank you so much for listening.